This next story is a bizarre and tragic coincidence. 3 people from North Texas on 2 different cruise ships died in separate accidents in Belize. These 2 car crashes were just 24 hours apart. The ships both set sail from Galveston. Our Teresa Woodard has more on the victims.
Carolyn Gillis is one of the sweetest people I've ever known in my life.
A man who makes his living giving comfort is struggling to find comfort now.
And the news of her death today has just been like a tsunami rolling across Lake Highlands and this church both.
77-year-old Carolyn Gillis was a beloved member of Mark Wingfield's Wilshire Baptist Church. The Lake Highlands grandmother died Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, in a car crash in Belize. She'd been on Royal Caribbean's Liberty of the Seas. She was returning to the ship from a tour. The driver told police he blew out a tire. Family members with Carolyn suffered minor injuries, but the matriarch of the family was killed. 24 hours before Gillis died in Belize, another North Texas couple on another cruise died there too. 51-year-old Sarah Armijo and husband Adrian were on a Carnival cruise. They were involved in one of the worst vehicle accidents in Belize's history. A tour van hit head-on. 7 people died.
Speeding is of concern when traveling on any of the highways within the country.
Sarah Armijo was a longtime employee of Grand Prairie ISD, her husband, an electrician. Their son David survived. He told us from a Florida hospital his legs are so badly injured he can't walk. 2 different families, 2 different cruises, 2 terrible tragedies.
Who could have ever thought this up, right? That this would happen. And it's so shocking that we're having trouble believing that it's true, right?
An incomprehensible reality with inexplicable pain. In Dallas, I'm Teresa Woodard.